There's a white powder sitting in the laundry aisle of every grocery store in America that permanently protects any exterior wood surface from rot, fungal decay, mold, and insect damage for the entire service life of the wood. Not for one season, not for 2 years until the next reapplication. Permanently at the cellular level through a chemical bonding process that penetrates into the wood fiber itself and remains there for as long as the wood stays standing. Not a $40 gallon of exterior deck sealer that peels within 18 months. Not a $60 bucket of premium wood stain that needs to be stripped and reapplied every 2 to 3 years. Not a $90 professional deck restoration service that the contractor expects to sell you again next summer. Not a $200 fence staining contract that becomes a recurring line item in your household budget for the rest of your life. One $5 box of pure sodium tetraborate dissolved in a gallon of hot water, brushed onto raw wood in 2 coats, and the protection is built into the fiber itself. No reapplication schedule. No surface residue that can peel off. No flaking, no UV degradation of a sacrificial coating, no annual maintenance visit. The borate ions bond with the cellulose structure of the wood at the molecular level and remain there for decades. Ancient Egyptian craftsmen used natural borax deposits from dry lake beds in the Nile Delta to treat the cedar and acacia wood in royal tombs. When archaeologists excavated those tombs thousands of years later, the wooden artifacts showed almost no biological decay despite millennia of burial. Venetian shipwrights in the Arsenale of 1450 soaked oak timbers in a mineral solution called Salegnami, the salt of the forests, before using them to build merchant vessels and warships that crossed the Mediterranean for decades. Chemical analysis of timber recovered from sunken Venetian ships confirmed elevated Borate concentrations in the wood fiber. Medieval cathedral builders across northern Europe treated roof timbers with borax-rich mineral solutions before installation, and those timbers still support cathedrals that have stood for over 700 years in humid coastal climates. Then the wood coatings industry arrived. The global wood coatings market was valued at over $42 billion in 2023 and is projected to exceed $60 billion by 2030. A $5 box of laundry powder that permanently solves the exact problem the entire industry sells a recurring solution for cannot be allowed to become common knowledge. They did not suppress this because it failed. They buried it because it worked too well, lasted too long, and threatened the entire recurring revenue model that the deck sealer and wood stain industries depend on. This is the story of borax wood preservation, the oldest wood protection method in human history, and the one box of powder a $42 billion industry prays you never pick up from the laundry aisle. If these stories matter to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the best way to make sure this knowledge survives. Now let me take you back to where this all begins. The year is approximately 1550 BC. Deep inside the Valley of the Kings in Upper Egypt, craftsmen are preparing royal burial chambers. They are not painting the wooden sarcophagi with pitch or animal fat. They are soaking them, submerging the finest cedar and acacia timbers in large stone basins, filled with a pale, cloudy solution drawn from dry lake beds in the Nile Delta. Those lake beds were naturally rich in sodium tetraborate, the compound we call borax today. Egyptian craftsmen had observed over generations that wood treated with these mineral waters resisted the insect damage and fungal decay that destroyed untreated timber within a few years in the Nile Valley's humid climate. When the tombs were excavated thousands of years later, archaeologists found cedar and acacia artifacts with cellular structures still intact, showing none of the degradation that should have destroyed organic material across such a span of time. Venetian shipwrights in the Arsenale during the 1400s documented the practice of pressure-soaking oak hull timbers in a mineral solution they called Salegnami. Chemical analysis of timber recovered from sunken Venetian trading galleys, some lost for over 500 years beneath the Adriatic, confirmed elevated Borate concentrations in the wood fiber. The ships of the Venetian Republic crossed the Mediterranean for decades because their timbers had been chemically modified before they ever touched salt water. Medieval cathedral builders across France, Germany, and England soaked roof beams in structural timbers in mineral solutions derived from borax deposits in the Italian peninsula and the Carpathian Mountains. The surviving roof structures of cathedrals like Salisbury and Strasbourg still contain original oak timbers with measurable borate content after 7 centuries of exposure to rain, humidity, and insect pressure. In 19th century British shipbuilding, timber used for Royal Navy hulls was routinely treated with borax solutions drawn from newly discovered Australian and Turkish deposits. The British Admiralty documented this practice in material specifications through the 1890s, before industrial petroleum-based preservatives began replacing traditional mineral treatments. Every civilization that built seriously with wood and observed its long-term behavior arrived at the same discovery independently. Mineral-rich water, specifically borax solutions, transformed ordinary timber into wood that resisted the biological processes destroying it. That is not folklore. That is 40 centuries of convergent observations confirmed by modern chemical analysis of surviving artifacts. Now here's what happens at the molecular levels when a borax solution penetrates raw wood, and this is the part the wood coatings industry does not want. Explained in plain language. Wood is made of cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, 3 organic polymers arranged into the fibrous structure you recognize as wood grain. Wood decays when fungi and certain bacteria secrete enzymes that break those polymers apart, digesting the cellulose for energy. Termites and wood-boring beetles feed on the same cellulose using gut microorganisms that perform the same enzymatic digestion inside the insect's body. Borax stops both processes through 2 simultaneous mechanisms. First, borate ions bind to cellulose chains at the molecular level, chemically modifying the structure in a way that makes it unrecognizable to the enzymatic machinery of decay fungi. The fungi cannot break bonds they cannot identify. The wood becomes biologically invisible as food. Second, borax disrupts metabolic processes in the gut lining of any insect that consumes treated wood. The insect cannot digest what it eats and cannot sustain the colony. A landmark study published in the journal Wood Science and Technology documented that borate-treated wood showed 0 fungal decay after 15 years of continuous exposure to high humidity conditions. A 2019 study from Oregon State University tested borate-treated Douglas fir in ground contact conditions, which is the most aggressive decay environment wood can face. The treated wood showed no measurable structural degradation after 12 years. The control group treated with commercially available deck sealer failed within 4 years. The protection does not sit on top of the wood like a coating waiting to peel off. It becomes a part of the wood itself. There is no surface residue, no odor, no off-gassing, and no UV degradation because the protection is chemical rather than physical. The wood can accept paint, stain, varnish, or oil on top without interference. The borate structure inside the fiber does not care what you put on the surface. If you've made it this far, you already understand more about wood preservation than the 99% of homeowners and most contractors selling deck restoration services. Subscribe and share this with someone about to spend $400 on a deck stain job that will peel before their next birthday. Now stay with me, because what comes next is the part they really do not want you to hear. The global wood coatings market hit $42 billion in 2023. Deck sealers, exterior stains, wood preservatives, and waterproofing treatments account for a significant portion of that revenue. The average American homeowner spends between $300 and $800 per year on deck and fence maintenance. Multiplied across 90 million American homeowners, that becomes tens of billions of dollars every year, spent on coatings designed to wear off on a predictable schedule so that the replacement purchase follows. You cannot patent borax. It is a naturally occurring mineral compound mined from the evaporate deposits in California and Turkey and Chile. Any chemical supplier can sell it. Any grocery store carries it in the laundry aisle. There is no proprietary formula to protect, no trade secret to enforce, no licensing arrangement to defend. The chemistry has been published in peer-reviewed journals for over a century and replicated in university wood science laboratories around the world. So what do you do when you cannot eliminate an unpatentable competitor? You make it invisible to the consumer market. Beginning in the 1960s, major coatings manufacturers lobbied successfully for building codes that specified approved wood treatment methods. Borax-based treatments, despite their documented effectiveness, were systematically excluded from approved product lists and residential construction standards. Not because they failed, not because they were hazardous, but because they did not come from a registered manufacturing facility with certified application protocols. The regulatory architecture was built around products that required factories to produce and professional contractors to apply. Borax required neither. By the 1980s, the primary boron-based wood preservative still approved for commercial use had been reformulated into proprietary compounds with trade names like Tim-Bor and Boracare. The chemistry inside those bottles is nearly identical to a borax solution you could mix yourself in your own garage. The retail price is between $40 and $90 per gallon. A borax solution you mix yourself costs less than 20 cents per gallon. Same molecule, new label, 400% markup. I need to be honest about the limitations, because credibility matters. Borax is highly effective against fungal decay, mold, and wood-boring insects, and it protects wood permanently when the wood stays out of direct liquid water. However, borax is water-soluble, which means that exterior wood exposed to regular heavy rainfall without any surface protection can slowly lose borate concentration over very long periods. The practical solution is straightforward. For exposed exterior wood like deck boards and fence tops, apply the borax treatment first, allow it to fully dry into the fiber, and then seal the surface with a simple linseed oil or tung oil finish that prevents liquid water penetration. The borate remains locked inside the wood for decades, and the surface oil handles the rain. For wood protected from direct rain, which includes everything inside a covered structure under a roof overhang or in ground contact below the soil surface, borax alone is sufficient and requires no surface coating whatsoever. Now here's exactly how to do it. Step 1. Go to the laundry aisle of any grocery store and pick up a box of 20 Mule Team Borax. This is pure sodium tetraborate, the same compound used in industrial wood treatment. A 65-ounce box costs around $5 to $6 and treats over 200 square feet of wood surface. Avoid boric acid products unless you specifically want the insect control version. For general wood preservation, pure borax powder is what you need. Step 2. Combine 1 cup of borax powder with 1 gallon of hot water in a 5-gallon bucket. Stir until the powder is fully dissolved. The hot water is important because borax dissolves slowly in cold water. The finished solution will appear clear or faintly milky. This is your wood preservative. Total material cost, approximately 30 cents per gallon of finished solution. Step 3. For increased penetration depth on dense hardwoods like oak, teak, or mahogany, add a 1/4 cup of propylene glycol to the solution. Propylene glycol, available at any farm supply store for under $10 a gallon, carries the borate ions deeper into the wood fiber and improves the distribution of the treatment. This step is optional for softwoods like pine, cedar, and fir, which absorb the borax solution readily on their own. Step 4. Apply the solution to raw, bare wood using a wide foam brush or a paint roller. Work the liquid into every exposed surface, paying particular attention to end grain, where wood absorbs liquid most readily, and to any cracks, joints, and exposed fastener holes. Do not thin the solution or water it down during application. Step 5. Apply 2 coats, allowing 4 hours of drying time between applications. The wood will darken slightly during application and lighten back as it dries. Do not panic if the wood looks wet or stained during the first coat. This is normal, and the appearance returns to natural as the solution penetrates and dries. Step 6. Allow the treated wood to dry completely, which takes 24 to 48 hours depending on temperature, humidity, and the density of the wood. In hot, dry conditions, the drying is faster. In humid conditions or cool weather, allow the full 48 hours before applying any surface coating on top. Step 7. For wood intended for outdoor exposure with direct rain contact, apply a finish coat of raw linseed oil or tung oil over the fully dried borax treatment. The oil penetrates into the surface of the wood, seals the borate inside, and provides a water-repellent layer that protects the treatment from rainfall leaching. The combination of interior borate chemistry and exterior oil seal produces wood that outlasts any commercial deck sealer at a fraction of the cost. For wood and ground contact, where fence posts meet soil, mix the solution at double strength using 2 cups of borax per gallon and soak the bottom end of each post in a bucket of the concentrated solution for at least 2 hours before installation. Properly end-soaked fence posts have a documented service life, exceeding 30 years in direct ground contact. Untreated posts in the same soil typically rot through at the ground line within 6 to 10 years. Total cost to treat an entire residential fence line, under $15 in materials. Compare that to a commercial fence staining contract averaging $400 to $800 that needs reapplication every 3 to 5 years, or a Borate-based professional wood preservative at $60 per gallon, which is the exact same chemistry in a branded bottle with a 400% markup. A homesteader in rural Maine documented his 2011 construction of a timber frame chicken coop using borax-treated framing lumber. In 2024, during a renovation, the structural timbers were pulled out and inspected. Every board was sound, with no fungal decay, no insect damage, and no visible degradation after 13 years of continuous exposure to Maine winters and summer humidity. His total material cost for the borax treatment was under $20. His neighbor's pressure-treated pine fence, installed the same year using commercial preservative-treated lumber, had already required full replacement of 6 posts by 2021. The chemistry inside that $40 gallon of branded wood preservative is the same borate molecules sold in the laundry aisle for 30 cents per gallon of finished solution. The chemistry inside a $5 box of 20 Mule Team has been preserving wood since Egyptian craftsmen soaked cedar sarcophagi in Nile Delta mineral water 3,500 years ago. One requires a manufacturing facility, a distribution network, and a certified contractor to apply. The other requires a bucket, hot water, and 2 hours of your afternoon. Every civilization that built seriously with wood understood the chemistry. Egyptian craftsmen knew it soaking cedar in Nile Delta saltwaters. Venetian shipwrights knew it at treating oak hulls with sal lignami. Medieval cathedral builders knew it at preserving roof timbers across 7 centuries. British naval architects knew it at specifying Borate-treated timber for Royal Navy hulls through the 1890s. Oregon State University proved it under laboratory conditions in 2019. The Department of Defense has used it in military facility construction since the 1970s, and the grocery store 3 miles from your house sells it in a plain yellow and red box for less than the cost of a cup of coffee. $42 billion in annual wood coatings revenue depends on you never picking up a box of laundry powder from the aisle 3 rows over. $40 gallons of branded wood preservative depend on you believing that permanent wood protection requires proprietary chemistry with a certified applicator attached. And $800 fence staining contracts depend on you never mixing sodium tetraborate with hot water in your own backyard. This knowledge did not disappear because it stopped working. It disappeared from the consumer awareness because it worked too well and cost too little for anyone to build a recurring revenue product around it. Borate chemistry does not care about building code lobbying, and a mineral that Egyptian craftsmen used 3,500 years ago has never charged a licensing fee. If this video changed how you look at the deck peeling in your backyard, the fence post rotting at the ground line, or the $5 box of borax sitting in your laundry cabinet right now, then subscribe and share it now. Every single share puts this knowledge in front of someone the wood coatings industry assumed would never read a mineral's chemical name, and every subscription keeps this channel digging deeper into the secrets they thought were sealed forever.